The Morrison Government will be pushed to adopt more ambitious climate targets as dozens of world leaders gather over the next 2 days for an historic climate summit. New US President Joe Biden will lead the virtual event, calling on big polluters to do more. The coalition is investing millions of dollars in green schemes ahead of the budget.
Keep it going. Keen to see what you guys are up to.
Scott Morrison inspecting the future of not just Aussie energy, but perhaps the world's. This glass device is a low-emission energy source. Its creators believe in a much larger scale, it can fuel a power station.
Okay, well, let's light this up, eh?
In seconds, it jumps to more than 600 degrees.
Yeah, you can see the red line going up. You can see the temperature starting to change.
There it is. Yeah. Again, looks like the iron ore price.
The reaction fuelled by hydrogen, a harmless gas hailed as the key to Australia's clean energy future.
The world is moving to a new energy economy, a net zero economy, when it comes to energy. And Australia will play a huge part in that.
The PM committing an additional $276 million over 5 years to build 4 new hydrogen hubs, connecting businesses, and a similar amount for carbon capture and storage over 10 years, burying greenhouse gases back underground.
And so Australia has to pioneer both of these technologies and be right out there in front.
And this is the key. It's not about imposing taxes. It's not about eliminating industries. It's about creating jobs, and it's about harnessing the smarts, the capability and the skills of Australians right across this great country.
In the Hunter, known for coal, the government says it wants to create a hydrogen valley of businesses. The bigger task, getting green hydrogen down to a competitive price, allowing it to be exported.
Hydrogen will be the future fuel. It's inexhaustible. It will dramatically drop in price, and it will become the base fuel of the planet.
The PM hoping this announcement is enough to convince the world that Australia is acting in everyone's interests, not just our own.
And it's a key point I'll be making at the climate summit over the next few days, that Australia is really putting the flag right out there.
That summit is being led by the Biden administration, making it clear it wants polluters to adopt ambitious, non-binding targets, all while our government is yet to formally adopt net zero emissions by 2050.
You've got to put this in perspective. Of the 130 nations that are signed up to net zero emissions by 2050, only 16 of them can tell us how they're going to get there. So at the moment, it's a lot of platitudes.
One of those nations, the UK, now pledging the world's most ambitious climate target, cutting its greenhouse gas emissions 78% by 2035, leading to calls for Australia to stop dragging its heels.
And we need to be creative, but we need measurement, we need plans, and most importantly, we need certainty for business and industry, and to carry people with us. People worry, I will lose my jobs. What are the jobs of the future?
In 2010, had we seriously taken on emissions reductions, we'd have only had to reduce them by 3.3% a year. This year, in order to achieve the Paris kind of outcome, we have to reduce emissions by 7.6% a year. If we leave it for another 3 years to 2025, that will be 15.5% per year emissions.
What's clear is the debate and the expectations are heating up. Jonathan Lee, Sky News, Canberra.